Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Anno 1800 Survival Edition. Quite similar to the Extreme Edition, Extreme Let's Play that I had a year ago that was extremely successful, so I thought why not just do this again and buy some time until the next DLC of this beautiful game launches. Now with the Survival Edition, once again we're going to play on the highest difficulty without any exceptions on a freshly randomized map. And what we're also going to do is, well, we have over 50 mods installed, so this is also going to make the whole game a bit more interesting. We're going to sail once again under the flag of the cat. The player name is going to be Ben Phillips. Hello, my contributor. And we are also going to say no to Sunken Treasures and the Passage, because those are just, you know, putting some new maps into the game that don't really add anything meaningful to the gameplay itself. Other than that, the others can stay, especially the Bright Harvest, as this one gives us some very nice bonuses to the farms that we have. Now for the difficulty settings, as we can see, we are really on the highest level that is, so without a single exception, because every single thing that we would make it easier would, well, reduce the slider there once again. So we really want to keep this at the maximum. That also means that we have 3 hard AI opponents. Miss Hunt is back again, Admiral Vigente Silver and Alonso Graves, and to spice things even more up, whenever we meet one of them, we declare war on them. So there's also no diplomacy anymore in this game. Faction customization, once again, no traders, because each one of them would reduce the difficulty once again, because they always help you. And of course, all the 2 pirates are on the hardest difficulty. Features, well, income is low, building relocation is off, even construction cost refunds costs us something, and the quest frequency of course is rare. So really there is no exception to anything. Revealed map, starting ship is the flagship. I think the only thing what we need to decide is the snowflake map, so this is what I'm going with. Snowflake, that means that we have the maps kind of like on the outer area, so that we have also a bit of safe space around us. That is the only real exception here, but it doesn't really change anything about the difficulty per se. And these are the settings. Let's start. See you on the other side. And here we are already landing with a ship in the middle of the map, kind of, and what I can see, yep, we are close to one of the islands. So Snowflake, I know there is nothing in the middle, so all these islands are on the outer edges of this map. So we can see that there is an island here, and it's not even looking half bad. So as we can see, perhaps there is over there another bigger island we could go for now. See if we get something better, but let me just check this map here real quick before we continue. There's some oil patches, we have some building space, we have only 1 clay deposit. It's better than nothing, I guess. We also have some iron deposits up here. Actually, it's not a bad island. Let's settle on this one right away. The sooner we do that, the better. Now, of course, we have high island difficulty. That also means that, well, these islands are all really small. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the biggest ones, even though it's not really good, right? It has lots of mountains on it, so in that case, not that much building space, but I'm still pretty sure that it's one of the best that we can go with at the moment. So there we are. Buckthorn, my Imperial flagship, is coming close to this beautiful small island that we have. We have a little landing area here. So let's just choose us a nice location for a trading post. There it is. And thus Houghton Fort is being created. Now, as usual, we're going to name this city once after one of you, my contributors, and Rosario it is for this town here. Lady Margaret introduces herself. That means the first thing we can do right now, well, get that smug face into the negative there. Really good. She did not expect this. Usually it's her that declares the war, but in that case, it's us. Now, let's just start creating a little town that we can have here. First of all, I want to go all the way up here where we have the oil patches, and here we're going to have, well, right away our first wood production. Then also we don't have that much money, so that is also one of the things we need to worry about right now. Let's go with a lumberjack hut, a second lumberjack hut. We even could probably squeeze in another one here if we wanted to. This is 100% very good. 3 of them should be fine for the beginning, and let's just have a few sawmills then here as well. Now these sawmills, these lumberjack huts, of course, are not working at the moment because we still lack the workforce. Now that is that. Let's continue. We want to have a smaller settlement. I'm going to have my first smaller settlement then right here. First of all, what we need is a marketplace once again. I'm not going to watch out for too much layout here. I mean, let's just have some blueprints for it. In that case, because we need to be really quick about it, right? Because the AI opponents are pretty hard in this level. So there we have our marketplace. All I need now is some roads in between once again. And actually, let's build the marketplace and let's build our first block of houses.
A new milestone.
And it's the age of agriculture. My ship I'm going to send right now down there to the south, or even over there for now. That is that. And oh yeah, fish is something that we will have to focus on first. Let's get some more workforce in here, right? So we do need the first people in Rosario. We got the first 10 people now. Come on. We should get this. There it is, 10 people we have now in this beautiful little settlement. Let's just see how long we can survive this. My lumberjack huts are getting now the first workforce and should be starting to work soon. The lumberjack huts are ramping up production now. I think there is still something wrong here. No warehouse in range. That is literally impossible, as we do have a warehouse here. What is my ship doing? There we got the ship on the way. There is a big island. Let's just have a look for that. And Admiral Vigente also introduces himself, and let's just also declare war on him. So we are then on war with those two here already, and it's going to be interesting to find out how they react to each other. Will they form alliances against me, or will they also still continue fighting each other? So the last time I did it on this difficulty level, well, they also fought each other all the time, which made it really easy for us. There's still this bug here. It seems that there is no warehouse in range. What we could do is we could do it like that. Now this is working because it needed us a sawmill. That is really all that it needed. Right, so sawmills are working now. Hopefully that we get also the first wood in here, because we don't have any wood anymore, any timber. Let's just see what my ship is doing. Buckthorn. Continuing. So there we have the admiral now building his small settlement. Another smaller island. Brings me also to island fertility. We do have the potato and the grain fertility, which is a very good starting island. I think it's the only thing you need to go with. There is Anne Harlow, the pirate, very good. So for NPCs, we only have Anne Harlow and RG, of course. So RG is always there. We only need to find him, and I'm getting attacked already. Why are you getting so close in there? Let's get away there. Alright, that was close. Now, we got the first wood. Very good. Let's continue building, a fishery. This is what we need to do. A fishery for starters, and let's have it just here. Because of course we do need some fish. And let's continue building some of these houses. Right, where is my ship? My beautiful buckthorn. On this fine day, yeah, some sails have already been destroyed by the pirate. We find another small island. I would really love to find a bigger island before I make sure that I settle. There is a big one, which is here. Right, there is another big island. We have found the admiral so far, none of the others though. I know that Miss Hunt is in the game. We probably found her ship at some point, but not her base. Alright, there's more timber. Let's build more houses. That's very important. We need the workforce. We're still down -13 for the farmers. Each one of them, of course, has done some farmer workforce, as we can see. And if the fish is being satisfied, right, it is already, then they grow a bit more. And what we can also see, thanks to the mods, we have a bit more variety in this village. So there are some worker houses already, even though we don't have any workers yet. For the beginning, it doesn't make that much sense, but as the game progresses, of course, this variety really looks nice. Okay, there is a really nice island here. It has hops and red pepper. Not the best materials, but hops and red pepper is really important. Where should we go next? There's nothing over here anymore, right? So in between, nothing. So what we really have to go with is down here. I want to find the bases of the other ones. And I'm not going to try and plan ahead too much, because we never know how long we can really survive this, right? And a little bit later we have also found Alonso in beautiful yellow color, already having a big town. Of course, way too many buildings for this stage of the game. And of course, unfortunately, Alonso, I'm sorry, but also we have war with each other. By the way, there's all going to be no peace with the pirates. So obviously, this is really a pure survival game. It is us against everyone else. And she likes us because of that, because we are at war with everyone else, basically. Of course, a pirate likes it when there is some unstable world around you. And we have founded now a village. So Rosario is a village. That means we have also unlocked a few new buildings, the workload, the schnapps production that we also need soon. Right now, I'm still needing some more wood. And as we can see, we do have a farmer workforce surplus, which gives me the opportunity of, well, getting another wood production up and running. In this case, let's just have a quick look here. We do have 80%, 89%, 90% is fine for me. Let's have a sawmill here. And the good thing about this layout is that I do have some space here for some factories later on if I want to. Also here on this side, just in that case. Now we do have lots of timber actually. Let's finish those houses. Where is my ship? Lady Hunt, there she is. We are at war, of course, against her, so she's already attacking. Let's get away there. Right, so we found now the bases of all of them, right? The Admiral, Miss Hunt, and Alonso. My ship is on its way back, hopefully not crossing the pirates, which are here. But they seem to be far away, so what we can still do is, yeah, exploring the area around us, around our island, immediate surrounding here. I really would like to focus on this island here as well, because this will give me a nice little corner here where I can kind of like cement myself if I want to. Let's continue building a few more houses. We still lack taxes for everything else, so there's not that much I can do. I have some unhappy population right now. That is because I don't have a pub. Of course, they want a pub early on. Let's build the pub then in this area. There we have then the blueprint for the pub. And here we can then continue with some more houses, right, that are next to the marketplace. Pub is first. Happiness is important. They will also pay me a bit for it, which is fine. And yeah, other than that, we can just marvel at the beauty of this game once again. Also, of course, on the highest details and, of course, with all the mods installed, further increasing the details that this game offers. And it is incredible. And if you don't know this perspective yet, well, then let me just offer you another perspective, and that is just having a quick walk through my town, which is always really nice. What a beautiful game. Now I can already hear Archie. That means we have found Archie. I really need to get out of there. And yep, we sailed right into his island. There we have Archie, which is very nice. He's actually in the corner. I did not expect that. In Snowflake mode, usually Archie should be close to the pirate in the center. Alrighty, I don't complain. Let's build the pub, a beautiful place where people can visit, and as we can see, we have now a content population. Money still looking horribly bad. So let's just have a look at what we still need. That is schnapps and work clothes. That is the things that we need. For the work clothes, that's going to be easy, as well as the schnapps. We're just going to do this right here in the corner. So what I want to do is not using 20 timber at the moment for the bridge, something I certainly cannot afford. Let's have the sheep farms here in this little corner, so far away from the city, but so that we still have space, you know, to expand our town. And let's start with the first sheep farm. Right, in the first sheep farm, let's have it here. And then we should just be able to get us the first farms. Here, here, and here. Right in this corner there. And of course also the first framework knitters that we can then probably place. Well, we need to be very careful where we place stuff. This is fine, so we can have the framework knitters here. Very important, because I have to pay a fee if I want to destroy a building. I cannot relocate either, so this is really, really difficult. I should be extremely sure if I want to place something. There is nothing here in this corner anymore, so no chance for me. And we can focus continuing our town. We have lots of timber at the moment. Let's build a few more houses. And we have also here now our first sheep farm. Let's actually build us a second sheep farm right away. Also with the farms. Right, or we can squeeze in another farm then here as well. And also another framework knitters. And this is not all of it. Up here, we actually do have some space for, well, some potato farms. RG is coming in. Unfortunately, nothing for sale yet. What we might purchase, or what we might try to purchase, is some steel beams. Right, getting the steel beams is important for founding another town. So we're going to try to purchase some 12 tons of steel beams. Now let's continue with, let's see, here we can have a small warehouse once again. And for the small warehouse, we're going to have 2 of these potato farms. Now for the potato farms, I'm going to leave a bit of space here, because later we might then add a tractor to the whole thing, and thus increasing the efficiency and output of these farms. That is the Bright Harvest DLC that we can use here then as well. This is very important. And we can use, well, 2 schnapps distilleries, of course. And what every schnapps distillery area needs is, well, a fire station, of course. So we're going to squeeze in a nice fire station here. This is actually looking quite nice, as those things are starting to ramp up now. Of course, we can also check real quick our statistics. Fish is fine, workload is fine now. 2 schnapps, of course, is still building up, so it's not looking bad. Let's continue with a few more houses. We certainly don't want to cap our timber at all. And I think we can also squeeze in another block of houses here then. Should be fine. Yep. And close to our marketplace. We have a quest. Let's just have a look at the quest here as well. Javi's a terrific firefighter, but he has a terrible habit of disappearing after his shift. Last time they found I'm passed out by the pub, and now I'm worried sick he might have fallen somewhere. Alright, by the pub is her husband. And let's just find him, and there he is. Singing actually. And we get 20 timber for that, thank you very much. 20 timber is a fine reward for something like that. Usually you don't get that. This gives us the opportunity of having a few more blocks of houses here as well. Now let's just check our farmers. Workload is now coming in. That means we will be able to upgrade now soon. Definitely let's go for a fire station. We can squeeze in a fire station up here beside the pub, I think. Yeah, it can reach everything in its range. And we've also reached, I think, level 2. Very good. Oh boy, my money's still going down. Of course, this is a huge problem. And here we're just going to cut it off and have a little garden then there or something like that. Let's build another block of houses. Check real quick if that affects anything. Nope, schnapps and workload is still going up. So, nice little cutie town. Beautiful mountains in the background. So far so good. No one is attacking us yet, of course not. We have a ship and some defense here, but the major problem right now is going to be expansion. He's still not offering anything else other than that. And we should be able now to upgrade then. Schnapps is coming in now as well. That means that our balance is not looking so bad at the moment, and we get some 500 odd people in Rosario. That is fine, and now we can finally upgrade our first buildings, and of course we're doing that. And thus we have reached the age of industrialization. We get the first workers. With that we will also now soon have the ability to craft us or construct us some steel beams that we desperately will need. Now let's see, we have the clay deposit here. It's a bit far away from the warehouse, so that we are going to need another warehouse then here, close to also the iron deposit. We're getting some more timber in. Very good. I love it when the timber production is in full swing. So all of them are working now at hopefully the highest efficiency. And this means that lots of timber is coming in. And as we can see, also thanks to the mod, we do have an artisan building here as well. But of course, it's not an artisan building. I just wanted to look at the beautiful girl there, who is always looking out there on the artisan from the artisan building, giving me the chills. Now let's just check what else we might do for now. Yeah, well, the only solution is, or the only way forward is the clay pit. So let's get us another warehouse, and then we can have here the clay pit. Let's have a little road there. And all we need now really is 2 of these brick factories, costing us a bit, but it should be fine. The first one, yeah, let's not try to disrupt the lumberjack hut there too much. 78% is still fine. As we can see, we can squeeze in those 2 here, and we even have a bit more space there for some trees. Let's keep the trees there for now, as it looks quite cute. And money is still fine, so we're still going up there on the balance. And also Archie has a quest for us. Believe it or not, I used to have something of a wild streak. Once I even wagered a castle against a fellow and lost. The rashness of youth. Better do the honorable thing and build it now though, don't you think? Delivery quest. 30 tons of bricks he wants from me. Sorry pal, I cannot do that, even though you do offer me some 4,000 credits for it. That's just something I don't want to spend right now. We got the first brick factory. Getting now the clay, producing some bricks with that, and we do need those bricks. I think we can actually afford the second one. Yeah, also right away. Yeah, of course, now we do need some workers, because they need workforce. And there we have them, upgrading a few more buildings. And I'm surprised that we still are positive. Costs 20 for each of them, so it's actually not that expensive. Let's just check. We can still upgrade everything. How's it looking? Schnapps is fine. Workload is fine. The fish is fine too. My beautiful town still is quite stable. But of course, economy is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that the competitors like to cheat and they can already settle in new islands, which of course is not possible at this stage for me, because we need some 8 steel beams, something that we really don't have. So my only hope right now is that Archie is selling me some steel beams, and just to make sure that my strategy is valid, yes, we do need 8 steel beams. So as we can see, I already had 2 and tried it with that. Archie sold us another 2, so that means we still need 4 more steel beams, and then we could settle on another island. Steel beams unfortunately still way too far away from us. Let's continue with another block of houses for workers. That also means a bit of money. We still have money, so we can still make it quite tight. Sausage would be the next thing in the first production that we already need. And in that case, which will be the next one, I think we also have the first fire. Yep, even though it's just smoking a bit. And also nice detail here, look at that. I think this is also new. The building has been damaged by a little fire there. And we can actually go through that house, which is even better, and have a look around here as our firefighters are doing their job. Of course, constant fires are normal on this difficulty. My ship is back. We still don't unfortunately have all these steel beams, but we have enough timber. So let's continue with getting a few more workers up. And this actually brings us the port town. Rosario is a nice little fine port town now. I'm pretty sure that fish, workload and schnapps is still fine. Having that much timber, we will now finally build a bridge. And there we got the first bridge done, costing some 20 timber. So let's just wait on that real quick. There we have it. Now we have a bridge finally. Unfortunately, it's very hurtful, but it's needed. And with that, we can now have also this other shore here, where we can focus then on some fish farms and also, well, on the sausage making, right? So there we have a long path, and here we're going to make some sausage, some piggies that we need to slaughter, unfortunately. We have 5 steel beams, and yeah, there is what I feared all along. Miss Hunt settled on this island here, the cheater that she is, and that leaves us with no island for hops other than this one at the moment, which is a very hard, which is quite problematic, to be honest. Alright, let's continue with a few more houses. I think we should have another marketplace in this area then soon. And I'm also going to have some more houses here. Reason for that is, why do we need that? Because we need the hops for beer and taxes. And also we need to advance to artisans as quickly as possible for the frigates that we can then construct. Until then, we do have a real problem at the moment. Why did she sell there? Is there no other island available anymore? There is one more that no one has found yet, or, well, built something on it yet. Let's try and get... Nah, it's not really possible. The Admiral has it here. We might need to squeeze through that corridor here to discover that. But then I might miss my 8 steel beams, because once I have that, I'm going to settle. Right, we're still trying to purchase something there. We got a few bricks here now as well, which will make it possible for us to have the sausage production. For now, let's upgrade a few more houses. And so far so good, but we don't have that many options for expansion anymore, as the AI is quick to settle. Who knows how this continues? Stay tuned.